The crab cakes smell good. There's no fog in the bay, but there's lots of tabletop to be had. Welcome back to the Unrivaled Tournament, the largest tabletop tournament of 2017. My name is Tim. With me, as always, is the legend
Justin Gillerman.
Saying
my whole name this time. People know. Remember, hashtag Team Justin if you're watching out there. Just going to get that out of the way right off the bat.
Team Justin. Even I'm hashtagging for Team Justin. Oh, we've got so much anticipation. We are here in San Francisco at Jillian's in the Oomba studios. Justin, what a week we had last week, Las Vegas. Let's touch on it really quick. What did we see last week, and what can we expect to see this week that's going to be so entertaining on those tabletop games?
First of all, hey, David Guetta, thanks for watching again this week. But back to the real games, the tournament games. We saw a great Munchkin game, our Munchkin finale with the mom and son, with Matthew winning that. King of Tokyo went down to the last. Great Jets card played right there. Nevermore ended up quick. That was a quick game of Nevermore right away. But hey, all those winners, we had great winners on their way to Vegas, but that's in the past. Now we're all about San Francisco this week.
Today, and what is that you talked about it, going to Vegas. The winners from today, from those championship tables, will be headed to Las Vegas in October to compete for those grand finals. There's everything great about Vegas.
There's a lot of good things about
Vegas. You can
Vegas.
tell me from last week, David Guetta.
So many stories.
I don't know why, so many stories, so many Bulldogs. So lots of fun today. A couple of the games that are for the audience that might just now be tuning in. A couple of the games we can talk about that will be being played today that you could still play in if there's a regional coming your way. Things like games like King of Tokyo. We've got Ascension.
We got Nevermore today too.
Nevermore should be fun. Villagers and Villains, or as I like to say, the Spanish pronunciation, Viagers and Vians. Viagers.
Just a little more spicy.
Sorry, you have. I knew that you knew it. Let's see. So we saw crazy fun last week. Lots of anticipation this week. We even might have a special guest joining us.
Don't want to ruin it right away.
No, we don't want to.
We'll get it there when we.
We'll give you our Shyamalan twist when it's time. But it's not Justin or myself, sadly.
We're going to be here in the booth all day, talking about some great gaming. I'm excited.
There's dice to be rolled. There's cards to be flipped. What haven't we mentioned yet that we could touch on before we get started? We just brand new unleashed this incredible series. If you're out there watching and you like our Unrivaled series here, please support us by viewing our well, you want to do it? Our Game Changers segment.
Game Changers.
Tell them about Game Changers.
We take a card every week and we spotlight that thing that changed the game, obviously.
Right.
So we're going to have a couple episodes throughout this broadcast, really inside stuff for people who aren't familiar with all the games. You get to see a look at the cards and kind of figure out what kind of strategy I can play. And for those that are going to be playing in potential regionals, you have a chance to see what cards that we think are going to be the best cards.
And if you're on the outside, you can become an insider. All you got to do is watch Oomba TV, what you're doing. Check us out on Twitch. Or please, what we love, Twitch us, tweet us at the game, TNT us.
We'll go back and first.
Yeah, we'll go back to first to go to second, and then we'll slide into home with a really witty comment.
Way to save me right there.
Thank you. That's what I'm here for. Wait, so those guys that win today that are going to Vegas, all expenses paid, right? What else? Geek Sheet table, custom table, and if you take home that first place, $10,000. 10,000 big ones.
Yeah. I'm ready to start.
Let's do it. Let's head over to our Ascension table. This is gonna be epic.
Yes.
Here we go.
Get this thing started. Take a look.
Yeah, there's that overhead camera. Oh, do I see a Hedron device on there already?
Yes.
Did I say that correct? I'm always correctly. Hedron?
Yes.
Who's your Hedi? What does he do? Let's see.
A little bit of everything for me.
Let's talk about our players.
Yes.
On the board, we've got John Fiorillo and Debbie Guskin. So a two-person Ascension game. That means they're going to be competing for 60 honor. And if you're just now tuning in, never played Ascension, that honor is represented by those little gem-like cubes.
Rubies and diamonds, as I make it simple for myself.
And what are the rubies worth, Justin?
The rubies are worth 5.
Okay.
The diamonds are worth 1. To get through the game, you might think, what if all the diamonds run out and you can only use the rubies? Well, there's the exchange process where you take your 5 diamonds and get a big old ruby.
That's like banking in Monopoly, correct?
Yes.
Is there a designated banker? Do one of our judges do that, or do we have to rely on these people for math skills?
We go by the honor system.
And people are honorable in San Francisco.
Yes,
if there's one thing I know.
Ooh, Muramasa dropped out early. No, that's not a Muramasa.
You got excited just for you just wanted to do your DJ
you bring out the
move.
Muramasa.
Muramasa.
Just like that, John takes the Shadow Star.
I love it.
And the Shadow Star is a good card. it's once per turn. It's a construct, so once per turn you gain a power, and sort of building up his deck quite easily with some.
Let's talk about that. Because we've been playing here at the office. Constructs. Like them? No? What do you think? Because the last week's game, we saw Jared end up with a bunch. There were lots of constructs on the board, and every time I've played online, which has been late at night at 2 a.m., it seems like constructs tend to be the best way to win.
Before I get there, there's my girl. I think that's a Flytrap Witch, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. She's a lady. Whoa, whoa, whoa. She's a lady.
Back to constructs. Certain constructs are going to have effects that you have every single turn that you play.
Always dash.
They're out there every turn. They don't go against the 5 cards you have in your hand. And you can get as many as you can. But the thing is, there are monsters out there that will have you destroy one construct.
Oh my God! Wait, what? There are monsters out there?
They're not going to come get you.
Are they here in Jillian's?
Yes, but they're safely on the board.
No!
Safely on the board.
Okay.
You're good.
Controlled monsters. In fact, one of those is a Corrosive Widow, which I do believe, if you destroy, will actually take away one of those constructs, right? Forces you to destroy a construct you control. So when you destroy a construct, it's not being banished, right? Being banished means it's gone from the game.
Pile, and then you get a chance to play it again.
Okay, so it can come on the board. And that's the thing about constructs that I like, is that they're out there. Every turn they're out there, they're guaranteed to give you that power, which is unlike a hero that you're going to play.
Yeah, it's mostly it's power or runes. Sometimes it gives you honor depending on, say you beat a monster in the center row, kind of like I think it's a void constructs. That are big with that, giving you
coupled with the power.
Void Thirster.
Shade of the Black Watch.
Ooh, she's tossing shade at him.
You really enjoyed that one. I don't know if we need a not shade because it's not that hot here in San Francisco compared to Las Vegas. It's only 80s right now. I'm enjoying the good 80-degree weather.
You know how I know is I'm not itchy yet. Like that's when I know it's too hot is when I get itchy. So we see a lot of monsters on the board right now. So now would be a time to indulge in that heavy infantry, right? Possibly like you were talking about those void facts, that void faction. Play the void faction. See an aesthetic, the all-seeing eye out there.
Eyes out there.
Yes, the all-seeing eye is what I refer to as my elbow.
And speaking of our special guest, this is John Fiorillo, the Ascension co-creator. So we try to play it off as much as we can that we had a special
surprise.
Guest. Surprise!
Bam!
There's our surprise.
We dropped some runes in your face, people.
I'll kill this guy, I guess, too.
Is it fair that Debbie's pitted against John in this epic matchup here at a nice little featured table? I mean, I feel bad. I'm pulling for her. I find myself rooting for Debbie.
This would be a great
Debbie.
Okay, they're going to hear us, and then John's going to say what's going on here. We got to keep it low key for it.
If he says that,
hey, Debbie's 8-4 right now with the honor.
So I'm going to invite him over. There is that instantaneous honor.
Yes. Ooh, a good play.
Which we see with a lot of her Lifebound, your Flytrap Witch.
Gain 2 honor.
Gain 2 right away,
right? That's why I love it. And then you draw a card. So
that's that instant gratification. That's the problem with you millennials watching.
Instant
gratification.
You want it now.
You want it now. I'm a Cubs fan. I had to earn it.
Shame on you. You're a Cubs fan. That's 100 years.
We can't talk sports. We're talking tabletop. But yes, we are World Series champions. Thank you. Oh, I see a drizzle staff out there. And Debbie's doing a lot of Lifebound faction.
Yeah.
Lifebound faction work. Would you say? Faction? Can you do?
I give it to it. I give it to you.
And there's a Hedron Cannon.
Look at John. Look at John's 3 constructs right on that one play.
The Hedron Cannon to me looks like a really intense cell tower, like a giant cell tower laser beam. Give you 4 signal, get unlimited data, destroy.
The Mechana constructs all kind of, I feel, look the same.
Get this guy.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of the point, right? To have that
But like what I was thinking, I think it's the Rocket Courier. Because they just announced the Incredible 2. The Rocket Courier reminds me of the miner guy coming out of the ground at the end of the first movie. Spoiler alert.
Never seen The Incredibles.
Well, that's unfortunate.
And you ruined it for me.
You're welcome. Back to the game.
Real quick, on the bottom you're going to see those great quotes, and we don't talk about those a lot. There's a quote on the bottom of Hedron Cannon that's sitting out there that says, "Yes, we cannon."
Oh, boy.
Maybe I'm the only one. I really
stuff like that gets
stuff
me
like that gets me so crazy. Makes me want to eat a crab cake and ride a sea lion around. the harbor. Back to the game.
Good play right there.
And the Hedron Link device, check out this quote. It says, "It's dangerous to go alone. Take this." I feel like that should be your motto.
It might have to be after this. I might have to put that as my Instagram bio.
Debbie ahead in honor, just on the table, 12-8. For those of you that have maybe never played Ascension, just now tuning in, there's honor that you can take right off the table. But that's not the only honor that's collected. Justin, explain more because I'm tired of talking.
Each card has constructs or heroes. I'll take over from here. Thank you. Each construct, heroes, on the bottom left corner of the card, they have what you see, their little honor symbol. So after the game, you have your honor that's on the table with the rubies and the diamonds, as we call them. But each card, you go through your deck that you've built, and each card will have a certain corresponding point. So for the Void Thirster, that's 3 points. And so you add up all those, and at the end of the game, you combine your 2 scores, and whoever has the most 2 scores for that will win the game. And boom, Ascension, you're the winner.
Essentially,
you win. Oh,
conquered.
I'm surprised we didn't go any quicker with our Essentially.
I can't believe it took us that long to get that out. Spike Vixen on the board, another Void hero. Gain 1, draw a card.
Good move right there. Sometimes those apprentices are good in the beginning, but
like you said, so the creator of the game has out on his table,
the Drizzle Sap,
I believe what looks to be 6 constructs, 5 constructs.
I think he might have.
Oh, there, wiping it. That makes me nervous. 3.
He has 3.
I got so nervous.
He has, the Burrow mark.
That time they asked me to play crab soccer in 5th grade. He has the Yggdrasil, the Burrow mark, and the Shadow Star, I think.
This also could be a good moment for someone like Debbie, who probably didn't come in today thinking she was going to play a featured table with the co-creator of Ascension right there. And that's what you get at the Unrivaled Tournament Series. You never know who's going to show up. You never know who's going to play.
You never know.
We have people talking and telling us they want to come as many times as possible. So come out and support and play, and you don't know who you're going to play.
Yeah, you never know who could be at that table.
You never know.
Steve Jackson calling you.
Let's go, Steve. We'll see you soon. Mark my words.
Make my words is even better.
Make my
words. The Clint Eastwood saying that was never said but should have been said. Make my words.
That was Watchman's Altar.
Pilgrim.
Taking that one.
John Wayne. Darn it. And there's another Corrosive Widow. So if Debbie can, Debbie can smash that a little bit.
And then we just saw John pick up another contract, the Watchman's Altar.
What's the
Watchmaker's Altar, sorry.
What's the Watchmaker's Altar do?
So it's a construct, and once per turn you gain a rune, but you can only spin it for other Mechanic constructs.
Got it. So you got to go after those Mechanic constructs, which are pretty heavy in that permanent.
The honor. They out of all the constructs in the game, they have the most honor at the end of the game. Like a Hedra Cannon has 8 honor, and that could be a game-changing thing if you buy it, but it also costs 8 runes. So the price is steep, but if you get it, it's a huge reward. What's so funny?
Sounds like a meatball sub from Subway. The price is steep, but
if it's worth it,
it's a huge reward. On the table, they just tossed out for newcomers. As soon as a card is taken out of the middle, will be replaced from the deck. Once the deck is gone, I do believe they reshuffle it. If you're getting down to the end of the deck, based off of ratio, I should say. Ratio, more monsters to any other cards, right? To about 29 if you count the Cultist.
Yes.
What was that?
That was my Cultist sound. I had to bring it out.
What was it? There it is.
Don't know where that comes from. It just kind of builds up inside me.
It has like a Nintendo feel. It's got the Waluigi like a
All Seeing Eye. Great play by Debbie right there. What does All Seeing Eye do?
I don't know. I'll tell you in 1 second. I should know off the top of my head.
That was a challenge because that's the one card he doesn't.
Once per turn, you draw a card, and that's what I was going to tell you it does.
Ooh, Shade of the Black Watch.
The trick was I'd close my eyes to try and see what the All-Seeing Eye did.
Become one with the card.
Inception.
I got 3 money, so maybe manage to rustle something out. We'll buy another Shade of the Black Witch.
I like that she says 3 mana, probably a MTG player.
And then
I said mana too the first time I played.
And then she goes, #punch the cultist.
She did?
No, that's just me. I remember from last week.
Justin's big thing is #punch the cultist.
I'm getting shirts made if you guys want shirts.
We're doing balloons, party balloons tonight, especially for Vegas. We're going to have #punch the cultist.
Yes, we might actually have a live cultist in studio with us. You never know what you're
could
gonna
be
get.
the loser of our competition.
Yeah, it's the hashtag team.
I might be the live cultist. It could be Justin. So a chance for you guys to really take out any angst in our grand finals, possibly. Don't give our bosses any ideas.
Yeah, please don't.
Please.
I'll start by drawing my card. Play a runic lycanthrope.
Ooh,
she did. Lycanthrope. A runic lycanthrope.
Runic lycanthrope. I don't know why.
That was good. You had it.
But I don't know why I just decided to copy you. Runic lycanthrope.
Because we're friends.
True.
Jeez.
Forever.
Umbrella. Wait, do that again. Umbrella. Hey.
I hit the cultist 3 times.
Ooh.
Oh, it's punch, Debbie. You punched that cultist.
Soon enough, we'll get the punch the cultist.
He's there for your
off the
pleasure.
Nice to get some monsters.
Play the altar.
Watchmaker's altar.
I will activate the staff.
Oh, nice. Quick way to gain 3 honor. And that honor pool is down to...
We're coming in
looks
very
like
close.
Down to about 10. So that means that we're almost done. Debbie showing a lot of honor on the table.
I will say, though, I think John's
showing a lot.
Those three constructs right there.
Well, here's the thing that I find interesting. In a 2-player game, it's harder to get your constructs really working because the amount, if you're killing creatures quickly, the honor drains so fast that it's almost better for, in my mind, a strategy to really go after your monsters.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it pays out here.
5 apprentices. For this late in the game, that's pretty rare.
Yeah.
5 APs. I like that an apprentice is like a learner of what a mystic is doing, and the militia is, you know, like the baby. I just like that they're baby.
Your turn.
Like it's like the militia, they just put on more armor, and now he's a heavy militia. What do you think the apprentice learns from a mystic?
Just the
Expecto Patronum?
No.
Do they learn Patronums?
I think it's a whole course. You learn how to make runes, buy runes, use runes. It's like a whole semester at a college or at a university.
Semester at Rune U?
Yeah, Rune U.
Welcome to Rune U.
Go Crusaders.
No
Rune
way,
U,
that
go
is
Crusaders.
not their name.
I made it up.
Crusaders?
Hey, mystics, runes.
But why the...
I don't know, just go along with it. They like it.
We're the diamond cutters.
The diamond
The
cutters.
Rune U diamond cutters.
Rune U. Apply now.
Okay, I use an all-seeing eye to draw 1.
Only
There
one
it is, that
construct
extra
out
card.
there, though.
Like that?
This is the pressure where she realizes she's facing one of the co-creators.
Yeah, I know that you've jumped back to the game, but my mind is still caught in what Rune U looks like. With the... I can't stop thinking about what the quad is at Rune U.
8 attack.
Holy! And that's going to be a lot.
And
we got, well, that's big, because that leaves a turn out there.
That's true.
And whoever started the game, that second player is going to get another chance. Looks like we've got a score update. Debbie's at 30.
Like a rocket courier right
and
there.
And John is at 20.
Oh, wait, no, a burrow mark.
I'm not getting another
Burrow mark.
Yeah, John's at 25, I believe, which doesn't add up.
We'd see this every week. John just played the Burrow Mark 2.
Yeah.
No one knows what happened to the Burrow Mark 1.
Oh, I do.
What happened?
He ran out of batteries.
And you can re-engineer him at Rune U.
Calling all you mechanists out there, you future mechanists. There it is. Debbie's at 34, John's at 25, so some parity between score, honor on the board. And that's it. They're already to the... Here we go. What do we like to call this phase?
Is it what?
Counting?
Yep.
Keeping it simple here. You may think something else. No, we're just counting.
We've got our judge out there. I believe that's probably CJ looking down, making sure that everyone does their mathematics correctly.
Look at all those constructs.
I haven't done basic math, and rune math is harder than honor math is harder than other math. Who do you have?
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 54. Oh, that was low
10,
scoring.
15, 20, 25, 26, 36, 46. Yeah, 50 something. What was it? What did you have?
54.
Oh, okay.
You beat me by like
It was really close, right? Like,
wow.
Right?
I just have to make sure.
Yep.
Actually, I do have to make sure because that literally, I'm looking because that was really close.
I'm so
I'm
tense.
actually surprised. I thought you for sure had more VPN cards than I did.
Right?
Well, I mean, you did.
Hearing the soft whispers. And
54, 55.
Yeah, it was one honor.
55 to 54.
Very good.
Well, I didn't miscount. You already double-checked everything.
That is the correct.
Oh my goodness.
We call it a squeaker.
job.
A squeaker.
Well
A
done.
squeaker.
Wow, that was a lot
Wow.
closer than I thought it was.
Really? I
It's
thought you
all
were winning,
because of
maybe.
those
At first you were
stupid
winning.
cultists.
All seeing that was really good.
I was
No,
not
that
winning
was-
at the beginning.
that
You
was a
guys have
cat.
bunch of Arcana
Cultist,
constructs.
that's my cultist.
You
Wow.
can't keep changing the
What a
cultist
win.
noise.
That was a really good
I'm
game.
exhausted. It's like I was there,
I bought one of those
you know,
heavy
on the
infantries
board,
earlier.
shuffling
Instead of
cards.
skipping.
Tie goes to whoever's the last in turn order.
Oh, that was
Oh, so
old.
you still would have won.
No, I remember the oral thing that never practices.
All right.
Yes, that's the way I play.
Well, we just said it
Alrighty.
was a tie. People didn't like that.
Yeah,
so
that
we're
was
like,
a
alright, well,
that
whoever
was a
won.
great game right there.
And then and we didn't really.
Wow,
Yeah,
that was squeaky,
that was a
it
fun
was
game.
sneaky, and it was a victory. It felt like we just started explaining the game a little bit.
Boom,
And
boom, boom. Construct.
Shit,
Rune
keep it.
University. Construct.
Mechana,
Construct. Yeah, but that's just how it is with.
with Ascension. With two-player Ascension, too. We saw that very fast-paced game
Ascension.
last week, fast-paced game this week. You know, we'll see what happens with some of our other games. Maybe a little longer. Who knows? Tempos are so interesting in some of these games. And like we said, a four-player game of Ascension is going to completely
different.
change that strategy.
Different strategy. How you're going to use constructs. But the two-player, you're right, goes quick. You got to be quick with how you're going to do it, because if you wait too long to finally get your deck as big as you want to, then
Right.
you're at a point where, wow, John has 8 constructs and I
Right.
don't have 1. So that's how it is difference with 2 players and 4 players, and then we just saw that in hand. But again, what a great way for Debbie to just play the co-creator of Ascension,
the
just
game.
showing up, not knowing what's going to happen.
It's like he was strolling down on the wharf. He was like, oh, I see some sea lions. Let me stop in Jillian's, see what's going on, grab some appetizers, and play the game that I made. If you could make a game, what would it be called?
I don't know, but you can go to Rune U to figure it out.
I feel like you would have a game called the J. Gill Experience.
The J. Gill Experience.
Would it be,
Ooh,
and it would
patent
be,
pending.
It would be
patent
very,
pending.
Patent pending. It would be very mime-based.
It could
like
be.
a lot of like I don't know what you'd be miming.
It's
Salt,
an interactive
butter. It is. It's an
gonna be an
interactive
interactive
game.
game.
I like
As
that.
far
I
as
like
I
that.
know.
No, what we have a couple other games probably coming up. We do have them coming up.
We're gonna have some Nevermore
and King of Tokyo,
Yep.
and Villages and Villains.
Yeah.
Which are you most excited to see? Or is there one?
I
that
love King of
sticks out?
Tokyo. Just excited.
You do. You're such a dice
love me
guy.
some King of
It's-
Tokyo.
After what you don't know is in Vegas, after our broadcast, straight to the tables to dance on top of them.
Yes.
Play craps.
Guilty. Just a little bit guilty.
Guilty.
Right there.
Hashtag GILL.
All right. Well, we're going to go out to an interview with our Quinn right now.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Quinn with Oomba TV. We are here talking with Debbie, who is on her way to Las Vegas for the Unrivaled Finals for Ascension. So how are you doing, Debbie? How are you feeling?
Pretty amazing, actually. Just lost one of the co-creators by 1 whole point.
So close. But I mean, yeah, you played one of the creators of Ascension
I did.
in Ascension, and you held your own in that game. How does that feel?
Feels pretty amazing. Actually, I lost, but it still feels, it's quite a rush.
Just being able to play for more than 5 minutes, I would think, with the creator of the game, it's pretty much a win, right?
Yeah, if I had lost 5 minutes in, though, that would have been pretty sad, I gotta admit. I've been playing Ascension long enough. I was hoping for at least a close outcome.
Which it was.
It was
Yeah.
a lot closer than I was expecting, that's for sure.
How long have you been playing Ascension?
Since about 2009 or 2010.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, my brother introduced me to it.
Cool.
He's really into Magic.
Okay.
So,
Kind of a natural transition then? Deck building and whatnot?
yeah, although around that time I wasn't into Magic, but I was very much into board games and things like Dominion and whatnot. And he was like, hey, you like Dominion, that's deck building, you want to try Ascension?
Yeah.
And he brought it out, and I think he brought it out at 6 p.m. one day or something, and we kept on playing until about 2 a.m. I was like, let's play again. He kept on beating me, but I was like, yeah, again.
So what is it about the game that kind of attracts you, that appeals to you?
I think I really like how there's both a buying and a fighting element, right? In games like Dominion, all that you have is buying and actions, which isn't bad. But when you're fighting something too, it's just not a sense of accomplishment, but it gives you one extra thing that you can do to keep things interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So That's what keeps you coming back to the game 7 years later.
Well, and also every single expansion that they come out with adds something new. So it's not like relearning the game, but learning a new dimension to it. Oh, I had no idea you could play the game that way. That's an interesting thing to add.
That's so great. Okay, last question. If you're going to Vegas, you win the finals, what are you going to spend the money on?
How much is the money again?
Up to $250,000 in cash prizes.
$250,000. Well, but it does say in cash prizes, so might not necessarily be just a $250,000 check, right?
Just a bunch of games, maybe.
Oh, that could be fun too. My library is a little bit overflowing, but I'm sure I could find space.
Okay. Well, congratulations. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Quinn.
Thank you, Quinn. I love that Debbie said she was going to save the money. I mean, pretty much say if she wins a boatload of cash, she does. Her library is full of games.
And hey, she might have lost, but that's what you get for just showing up to an Unrivaled tournament.
Yeah.
Showed up, plays a co-creator, and she essentially got like a magic ticket, and she's going to the finals now.
That was our big duel, and like Justin said, if you're out there and you want to play, check out our other regionals. We've got at least 11 more coming up,
got a lot more
in your area. All you have to do is show up. We've got those LMQs, those last-minute qualifiers. You can enter, and bam, put into that.
So much fun.
Find your way to a championship table and find your way to Vegas for a chance to win $10,000. So we'll be back with more Unrivaled. Justin, anything you want to tell the people?
Stay here. Don't move. Keep watching. We'll be right back.